So today we have Hawk versus Hercules versus Thor. Who wins? Well, let's find out. So, just like always, who is stronger out of the three? Well, when you're talking about the strongest heroes in Marvel, you have to mention all three of these guys without question. Like, obviously, Thor has consistently matched Hawk even for several hours. He's casually broken adamantium with his biceps and one-shotted Namor. Angela said he was stronger than her, and she's his older sister. He's matched Zeus and overpowered Loki easily. He's destroyed planets and moons, supported the weight of 20 planets, knocked out the Phoenix Force with Mjolnir, and even lifted the Midgard Serpent, which was 10 times the size of Earth. Hercules is the Olympic god of strength and the strongest out of the Olympian gods, even stronger than Zeus. He's lifted the island of Manhattan, lifted and tossed Godzilla, overpowered She-Hulk and Thor, one-shot Abomination, and fought really well against World War Hulk. Actually, Bruce Banner said that Hercules was one of two guys who could have potentially beaten World War Hulk by themselves, the other one being Sentry. He's thrown a planet out of orbit just by arm wrestling Thor. But most impressively, he lifted the weight of the heavens, which was said to be immeasurable and incalculable. But this is Hawk. Hawk is the strongest one there is, and the living embodiment of strength and rage. He's overpowered and beaten Abomination, Red Hulk, Hulkbuster armor, and many, many, many more. Basically, all the major powerhouses in Marvel, like Gladiator, Sentry, Hyperion, etc. He's lifted a mountain range weighing 150 billion tons, created a hole in reality with a thunderclap. He's one-shot Thor. He's held two tectonic plates together, destroyed planets, completely bent vibranium, matched Zeus as well as Gladiator while weakened by a cancer, and he's even supported the weight of a massive star. His strength also increases the angrier he gets, hence the old saying. So they're all pretty freaking strong, pretty close together. But if you want to get technical, Hawk is listed as the strongest hero in Marvel. Hercules is in the top three, and Thor's not even listed. Now, he's probably at least number four, but he's not in the top three. So technically, it's Hawk, then Hercules, then Thor when it comes to strength. But they're also really close in durability. Like, Hawk's skin has shown to be tougher than primary adamantium, possibly the toughest metal in Marvel. He took a hit from Thanos that sent him flying with enough force to wreck an entire village, and he just smirked. He's routinely walked off nuclear bombs, literally unfazed, and survived planet shattering attacks. Then to top it all off, he has the best healing factor in Marvel as well. He's instantly healed from having every bone in his body broken, from Wolverine stabbing him in the head with all six of his claws at the same time, and he easily healed from having his skin burnt off, like instantly. But Hercules has been savagely beaten by Zeus and World War Hulk and just remained conscious through it. Ghost Rider's Hellfire did nothing to him. He's unfazed by blasts from Captain Marvel, Spectrum, Ragnarok, Black Swan, and he even withstood a blast from the High Evolutionary just fine. He withstood being hit with the Washington's Monument by Atlas and being hit by Ulick while already weakened. Hell, this guy withstood a hit from the Beyonder that sent him absolutely flying with enough force to make a 50-foot tunnel. And Beyonder is omnipotent and only second to the most powerful being in Marvel, the one above all. Uh, but Thor was unhurt by a direct hit from Terminus that destroyed the planet that they were on. He survived the High Evolutionary's warship exploding, which was the size of a small planet. He's taken a punch from Deathseed Sentry that was felt around the planet, and several hits from the champion of the universe. He's casually hung out inside of the sun, endured Surtur's and the Destroyer's armor of fire blasts, survived the full blast of Cobalt's cannon, which was much bigger than Earth, and Thanos' planet-destroying beam. It's hard to say again who's tougher, but Hawk's the only one with like a real solidified healing factor. I mean, both Hercules and Thor have healing factors due to their physiology, but Hawk's is just better. Uh, Now, when we talk about speed, I don't think it's all that important for this fight. I mean, Hawk can punch at the speed of sound, but he typically doesn't go that fast, and he's also fought against much faster people like Gladiator, Silver Surfer, etc. Uh, Thor can fly faster than light speed, but he's been outdone by Wolverine in combat. And Hercules caught Sentry as he flew past him, but it's unclear how fast Sentry was going. So, they're all very physically powerful. But this also spills the end to any advantage the Hawk has. He's just a physical monster, a green Goliath, and nothing more. Strength and durability is really all he has. Nextly, we have skill, which is only going to pertain to Hercules and Thor. And I'd say Hercules is better than Thor. He and Thor both have thousands of years of combat training and experience, going to wars and all that stuff, but Hercules uses this skill more often. He created his own fighting style known as pancration, as it combines Greco-Roman wrestling and Greco-Roman boxing, which he's proficient in by themselves too. He's bested Thor in combat, as well as others like Namor, with just his skill alone. He also will have his adamantine mace, which he's also very skilled with, and it's just as strong and tough as Mjolnir, as they have just clanked off each other every time they've clashed. But there's a reason why Thor doesn't use his skill very much, and that's because he has Mjolnir. Now, he does normally just use it as a blunt weapon, which, just like Hercules with his mace, he is scored in using it as that. But it can do so much more than that. Firstly, it allows him to fly at faster than light speeds when he spins it. Uh, he can control and manipulate weather and project lightning blasts. It can absorb energy and redirect it. It can create portals. He's created earthquakes and storms all around Earth. He's even turned intangible and invisible. It can also project the God Blast, which killed the Midgard serpent and injured Galactus. Heck, Mjolnir itself packs one heck of a punch. Never mind what it's done to guys like Hawk and Hercules. This thing one-shotted the freaking Phoenix Force, a cosmic entity. He also has the Anti-Force, which is just a wave of energy blasts capable of annihilating entire planets. But Hawk and Hercules could probably survive that attack. So, who wins? Well, I think it's safe to say any one of these three could win given the right scenario. Like they're all strong and tough enough to fight against one another. Hawk is the strongest and toughest one here, as well as his healing factor. Hercules is the more skilled and brutal fighter, and Thor is by far the most versatile one here. But despite being so versatile, he typically just uses Mjolnir as a blunt weapon, and Hercules' mace can match Mjolnir blow for blow. I think in a true 1v1v fight, no teaming up or anything, I think Hawk would eventually win after literally hours of fighting, possibly even days. But both Thor and Hercules know the physical threat Hawk possesses and would probably team up to take him down. And in a 2v1, it'd take hours, but more often than not, yeah, Hawk would go down to that. And then it's just the two gods fighting. Hercules is slightly stronger and is more skilled and brutal, but Thor has Mjolnir, flight, and everything Mjolnir can do. I know Hercules has beaten Thor before, but I can't go against the God of Thunder on this one. I just can't. All that versatility he has, he's just as strong and experienced as Hercules. Yeah, at the end of the day, I think Thor would win more times than not. Thor barely wins. Like and subscribe if you did enjoy. Leave a comment of what you think and hit the notification bell to be notified of all my future videos and all the great stuff. I'll catch you on the next one. Have a great day. Peace.